What's up, everybody? I want to do another song reaction. I had a lot of fun reacting to August Burns Red a few weeks back or so, probably a little longer than that. But today we actually have a brand new song from the band Thrice, which is my favorite band. I'll get into that a little bit more later. But this is a brand new song, a new single called Open Your Eyes and Dream. Thrice is a very interesting band. You really don't know what you're gonna get when you have a new song from them. It could be heavy, it could be chill, it could be anything in between. I have seen some discussion about this song that it's one of the heavier things they've released in the last few years or so. That gets me kind of excited. So I haven't heard this yet. I'm gonna go into this completely, mostly blind. So let's see what Thrice has on this brand new single. They're in 5/4. I like that. I'm a sucker for odd time signatures, so. All right. Take a quick break here in the second verse. This is already reminding me a lot of Visu, Alchemy Index era, like you're talking 15 years ago-ish or so. They've messed or flirted with this type of aggression in recent albums, but it's been quite a while since they've gone this full in on it. I know the last single they released a couple months ago, I think it was back in May, the song Dead Wake was pretty aggressive, but this is a little bit more so. I like it. I always like when Thrice goes heavy. It's different than most bands going heavy. It's got a certain rawness to it, so let's back up a little bit so I don't lose context, but I'm liking this. We're not even halfway through the song yet, so let's see where this goes. I like the guitar tone. They're always reliable for good guitar tones, yeah. Now they're in 6/8, I think. That chord progression is so good. Okay. We getting a breakdown? Okay. So like I said, I've been a fan of this band for a while, probably close to 15 years, ever since like Alchemy Index era. For those of you who know about the band, that's like back in 2007 or 2008. And they became my favorite band with the release of Major Minor. And ever since then, I've always been a fan. Me personally, it's been a rough few years with the band. The last couple of albums have been more or less kind of a mixed bag for me, especially Palms. Unfortunately, that's an album I really don't go back to that often. There's a couple strong tracks on it, but I can't get down with the vibe of that album. Like, even on a practical level, the way it's mixed and produced leaves a lot to be desired. But Horizons East, they came out with it back in September of last year. That was a strong record, and I liked a lot of the songs on there. I liked the narrative approach of that album, the way the songs were constructed. And while this song is musically something I'm much more into, this song kind of carries over some of the issues that I've had with recent albums where I feel like the lyrics lack. There's a lot of repetition, which repetition isn't bad, but when they keep repeating the same phrase, I just kind of miss Dustin Kensrue's, the vocalist, Dustin Kensrue's writing style from, Beggars, Major Minor, Visu. There was just a lot more, the lyricism was more dense, and there was a lot more to unpack. And I understand bands change, lyrical approaches change, so all that aside, again, I don't want to be too negative. I really dig this. I actually want to maybe track through it a little bit and see. Throws you off at first. I'm getting. For those of you that are familiar, I'm getting that section coming out of the chorus. I'm getting like Fire Breather vibe. That rocking back and forth between those two chords reminds me a lot of Fire Breather. It's thrashy, man. I mean, it's raw, which is how I like them to do their heavy songs. I like it. This has that lead line has more like Visu, yeah. Sorry, I'm just reacting in the moment. I'm trying to break it down. They have such a knack for combining the heavy with the ambient. So they've always been able to do that. They have the underlying heaviness with the bass, and their guitars are always, most of the time, drop tuned with the baritone guitars that they use, have that like beefiness to it, yet they overlay this spacey ambience to it that I've always admired. So yeah, this next section shows that. The building, dissonant chords. Yeah, I dig it. I really do hope that in some way, shape, or form they push more into this vibe for future albums or projects. My personal, if I have a gripe or want to be, I'm trying to be critical because this is a band I really like, and I don't want to just like say, oh, it's great and be done. I love the writing, the time signature, the aggression, the mix. I mean, they always, Horizons East was a massive improvement in mix quality and production over Palms. I want to see them lean more into this heaviness, but maybe just bring in like more dense lyricism. Not every song needs to be like an essay or a long like poem or something like that, but I just want to see more interesting use of language. That's something that Dustin used to do in albums in the past that he doesn't do as much anymore, and I kind of miss it. That's Open Your Eyes and Dream, the new single from Thrice. I know they have new stuff coming up. Horizons East came out last year. It was kind of put out there as like the first half of a concept project. So we would have Horizons East and then Horizons West coming out. It's going to come, but they're doing something else before that. So it seems like they have a lot of stuff coming down the line. And this song and Dead Wake that came out back in May are sort of like B-sides from Horizons East, or songs that were kind of caught in the middle of East and West and just didn't really have a place to put them. They're releasing them as these singles, which is, it's always nice to have something to tide us over into the next full release. But yeah, that's my reaction and initial review of Open Your Eyes and Dream by Thrice, my favorite band. And I really like the direction they're going. I want to see them dive deeper into more poetic language. He's leaned more into political language, which for me personally has had mixed results. I know it resonates with other people, but that's his own thing that he wants to do. But yeah, I dig this song. I think it hits pretty hard, which is nice to hear them do something they haven't really done in a while. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.